Hello everybody. In this short video, I'm going to show you how can you deal with million records in .NET 6. Let's see what is the story. If you look at my database, benchmark DB. This is a very simple DB with just two tables. Forget benchmark table. This one is not going to have any role in my example. Look at a stock market table. This table has some simple columns: stock share, name, family, state, and lock time. I am going to insert 1.5 million record in this table, then fetch all of them, change the value of this column and reinsert them again. So at the end of the story, I would have 3 million record in this table. To achieve this goal, I am going to use memory optimized feature in SQL Server 2019. So at first I have to convert this table to an memory optimized table. How? Right click, next, next, next. By hitting next, SQL would create another table for you with -old suffix. This means they create a new table for you. Let's do that. Here, I'm going to insert 50,000. Migrate. Sometimes you will face some issues. No issue, no problem. It's because of the memory. I did it on purpose to show you all the problems. Otherwise, I was able to just do it and then show you the result. Yep, it's okay now. So now I have a memory optimized table. So my old table also is here with this underline old extension. That's fine. Let's create a simple console application in .NET 6. I already did and called it ef-6-benchmark. Whatever you can see here outside of this folder should be ignored. Since I published this source code into my GitHub, if you want to use, forget anything outside of this folder except program.cs. Okay, here I created an entity exactly same as what I had in SQL Server. So it mapped to my table. That's fine. After that, I created a DB context. Okay, but I need to add two NuGet package: EF Core bulk extensions and Microsoft Entity Framework.SQL Server version 6. The rest doesn't matter. You shouldn't look at Dapper or benchmark.net. We are not going to use them in this example. Okay, so this is my DB context with all the configurations that I need. Why I don't explain that much? Because I have written an article for this source code and you have the source code in GitHub. So no need to spend so much time to explain what I have done inside my DB context. I just mapped my entity into this DB context and done. This is my connection string, all the mappings, and finish. Inside this service folder, I created an interface. Bulk insert async, bulk insert from list, load stock based on state, and load stock based on state by raw SQL. As I said, I'm going to insert records based on states. You will see later. Let me show you my service. Here, bulk insert async. How many row I can insert here? For which state? It would be another parameter here. Then, for example, I would say 10,000 row, 100,000 row for Alabama, for example. Then it would be done. For fetching the data also, I'm going to use load stock based on state by raw SQL. Then this is a simple query. As I said, since you have the source code, I shouldn't explain that much. So I'm going to insert, then fetch, change the value of stock share, and reinsert the data by this method. What I have inside helper folder, nothing. Just writing the result of my info into this file and also into the console. You will see very soon. That's all. The rest should be here. I have 10 states. For each state, I'm going to insert this number of rows. So at the end of the story, after doing the insert, I would have 1.5 million record. Okay. And then I'm going to fetch, change, reinsert. So at the end, I would have 3 million record. The rest of the source code is just some logging from the logger that I have written. So the most important part is here. See, one parallel for each async, and then for each state, I'm going to insert this number of rows at first. Then I'm going to fetch based on each state, change the stock share by adding 10 to each stock share, and then reinserting the data. As I said, the rest is just logging. So if you change the connection string here and run the source code, you will see the result. To make things more clear, I have written an article in dev.to, I have explained everything detail by detail here. See? So if you follow this article, everything would be more clear to you. As I said, I have nicely said which NuGet packages should be installed, and then I have introduced my entity, DB context, my interface, then the service, then the logger, all the states, my program.cs. I have talked about this part which changed the structure, the most important part, the result inside the console in the text file, and also I have shown you how to see the count of records, which should be 3 million, and the time difference between the minimum log time and the maximum log time in millisecond. See, I have given you even the scripts that you need. Everything is provided in GitHub here. You can simply find the source code here. Plus, I have shown you my hardware specification, because the whole thing happened on my PC very fast. So you can compare your hardware with mine. That's all. Hope you enjoy it. Enjoy using .NET and try to love .NET. Bye bye.